Archers, attack! Keep firing! Let none escape! Another down! Do not relent!
Greetings, citizens of Earth and the stars and galaxies beyond to which these audio files are being beamed into your head. I am the one who has always been, always shall be, and always will, Slidewhistle.
That was probably one of the strangest intros you've ever given. Anyways, it's your boy, Immunization. Hello.
It's me, Aaron, Fire Magic Extraordinaire Horde Punching Bag. I am not even a real person. I'm just ones and zeros being beamed up to a satellite, to another satellite, directly into your ear holes, which go to your brain chemistry. We're nothing but chemicals, baby.
Satellite Lena. Coming soon, a character you're gonna make. What character would Satellite Lena be?
She'd have to be big, because satellites are big. Damn. Male Draenei.
Well, okay, female mechanome, but you need to use every possible toy or anything that makes your character bigger.
Yeah, and you had to use the aesthetics where instead of ears, they have like little nodes that come out of their side of their heads.
Does anybody pick
I can
that?
see it.
That's a weird customization
No,
option.
it's
Well,
I don't
Satellite
really
Lena
know.
does, you know?
Yeah, true, she does. But it's weird because like I see the cogs coming out, I was like, ugh, too much. But also, if you come at me with a mechanome that has human fleshy ears, I'm like, ooh, I don't like that.
No, you're right.
I feel like literally the only correct option is
Steel
like,
dome.
metal plating on the side of your head.
I wonder if they're probably not. They're probably very busy. But like, I really think they should take a double look at mechanome like clothing options. Just like let me wear pants over my robot legs. Like why? What's stopping me from putting pants over those things?
Diapers only.
There's a weirdly high amount of mechanome players, and by weirdly high I mean like more than 2. But if you just rolled back and were like, we're actually going and giving you some options, just call it like the clothes update. It'd be like them, evokers. You can actually wear things now. I feel like they would flip their lids. People would really appreciate that.
Yeah, I mean, and also I think mechanome isn't it like one of the best classes or one of the best races for like several lines classes?
Mechanically, it is one of the best races to play.
Mechanomically.
That's out of pocket.
Yeah, come on, chill, dude. You can't say that.
Yeah, come on. What the fuck?
Sorry. I'm gonna get us canceled.
These fall drinks got you acting up because that's right. Fall is quickly approaching, and by quickly approaching, I mean I want it to approach faster. Please get here.
It is 65, and I will it 5 degrees colder every day. And then when it's like 2 degrees colder, I'm like, it is working. My chance to the sky.
You know, if you need to know one thing about immunization, it's that like my power peaks in fall. It is like the best time of year, and weather-wise, holidays, aesthetics, drinks. Duncan has their pumpkin shit back, so I'm like, you know, I'm all over that. And then like, as Sly alluded to, we're bringing back our favorite segment of what are we drinking today? And you know,
oh no,
we love our Blake's hard ciders here. So like, Slide picked up a new one that we haven't tried before. Then we're talking like caramel apple.
Ooh, that sounds absolutely delightful. I am drinking the smallest, smidgenest amount of just raw Smirnoff vodka from the bottle in the dark.
Are you kidding me?
Because I was like, ooh, boy, I'm going to make a mixed drink. Cubby Bub's at work, so I'm going to fucking drink all the liquor. We did not have any Coke, and we had very little vodka. So I'm sucking down a big cold bottle here.
You know what you have to do, right? It's time to add the lukewarm tap water. Caramel bean vodka water is back.
Except I have far too much water. There's not even enough vodka to like have fun. Like I can get rid of this in like a second and a half. It'll just be like, ugh.
I just want fall. That's why, yeah, I got this. I was like, let me think of fall. It's funny because like today's like the coolest it's been in a bit in Chicago, and so I wore pants.
Like people doing like motorcycle wheelies and stuff. People are doing
so
kickflips.
Cool,
it's so fucking cool.
Saw a chimpanzee smoking a cigar at the train stop. That's the cool shit. When you see like a monkey doing it, I love that.
They don't know that lung cancer exists, so it's cool.
Even with those fez hats on. But so I went into work today wearing pants, and when it's hot, I am gonna wear minimal clothing. I sweat buckets, so I go into work, and my boss sees me, and he goes, "Whoa, pants, closed-toed shoes? Is it fall already?" That's the first thing he said to me today. I'm like, damn, is it that obvious that fall's here?
I don't know. Didn't it reach 80 something today though?
It was cold
It certainly
today.
it felt like
In the
it. I
morning.
was doing work and I was in someone's home and they were sweating to the oldies and they're like, "This is an Airbnb, so we can't turn on the AC." I was like, "Cool, rad, makes sense."
Oh God, no! When I went to work today, it was 60 degrees. I mean, granted, I leave at like 5 in the morning, but that's besides the point. It was cooler. It wasn't 75 in the morning.
Ooh, it was cooler. Was Freezer there too? What about King Cold?
No, I did run into you named them all. I'm out of cool names.
Frost.
Who the
Frost
fuck
is
is
the
Frost?
only remaining. He's a Dragon Ball Super guy. Do you know that Toriyama never said what those things are called? They're canonically called Frieza Race.
It could be mechanomes. Hey, Frieza could be a mechanome now. You know, when he got his little transplants?
He did. He did turn into a mechanome for like half an episode before Trunks hit him with that dime store katana and splurted him out.
Well, I mean, like Frieza being named like the same thing as his race is like basically the same thing as the mechanomes, right? Like King Mechagon, like the same thing. I don't know.
That's very true. That's very true. And this potential World of Warcraft Dragon Ball Z crossover could be located within a time rift, which our good friend Mark wrote into us about. Mark said, "Hello again to the amazing trio. I think time rifting event should have a portal to Borzeroth, where everything is incredibly dull. We could help or fight Blanduin, Gen Grayscale, Kalia Monotone, Yawn Sarah, and the like. I'm gonna go take a nap now. Go with apathy, friend. Embrace the tedium."
I really like the idea of Yawn Sarah. Just the concept of her existing as that.
I guess that is Ysera most of the time. When she's not like pissed or she's like, "I have a duty to do," she's like taking a big naparoo.
You'll find me snoozing in the dream. But you know, it's a joke email, but it's something I could see them doing legitimately. Although unfortunately, if like sorry, we can't go. Like the portal's full.
Yeah, we showed up just 30 seconds too late. We were trying to get some extra flakes by solving a tic-tac-toe puzzle, and oops, you gotta wait 35 minutes for the next one.
I was busy with Gamecoms Asia, so I couldn't make it, Sorry.
Yeah, Slidewhistle's in charge of coordinating that effort. Mark has been, a different Mark, not you, Mark, has been knocking down our door every day to get our vital information just to confirm our Gamescom Asia.
Oh, so about that, like, I'll put that Mark on blast and just say that, like, the first email made it seem like they were potentially trying to scam us in the sense of convincing us that we were invited to go. But the second follow-up email was that they were trying to scam us in asking us to pay them to get, like, information of, like, I believe the personal information and, like, contacts of all the people who are attending Gamescom.
Yeah, all of a sudden, Mark, like, Elsa was like, "You're in. You're one of the featured speakers." All of a sudden, Mark splashed us with cold water and was like, "Do you want to know who's attending our scam event? Pay us $500.
Fuck that, Mark.
And then I'm going to say, back to you, other Mark.
We love this Mark.
Yeah, well, we love you, but you did, in the middle of the night, I woke up, my phone went off, and I was like, "What?" Put on my glasses. And there was a discreet email that says, "A question for Growlina." So her undead cousin. "Hey there, fur girl. What that werewussy do?" And you know what? I'll give you the same answer that a very rotund gay man told me to tell a gentleman who called out to me at a Pimps and Hoes party at MSU.
What the fuck? Is the who? Where?
"Miracles, darling. Miracles."
Who told you this? Also,
the Haunted Odd. We've been through this already.
No, it wasn't Haunted Odd. This was after a MSU theater production. There was a Pimps and Hoes party where it's not very kosher.
It's the same people,
2013.
probably.
Well, yes, and it was the men were were encouraged to dress up in, pimpin' outfits, and the ladies very loose, although it's the theater department, so there was a lot of crossover, if you can believe. And I decided to dress up as a hoe. And as we were walking, in my high heels, walking to the party, someone in the Quality Dairy, not the one we lived by, but the other one on the other side of campus, was like, "Hey, yo, what that pussy do?" And then this guy from the theater department was like, "Miracles, darling. It does miracles." And I was like, wow, he is so cool. And then I believe he found the Lord and turned not cool.
Oh, man. Also, what time? Okay, so why do you have your phone notifications on while you slumber? Why don't you press that little button to make them stop?
Well, Slidewhistle, that's what we in the biz call a lead up, a bit of a goofer, a bit of a fibberoony, just,
Oh, I thought it
it's a
legitimately
sentence
woke you up.
enhancer.
It seemed real.
No,
It seemed real.
I think we got that shit at like 4 p.m.
Hey,
I think one of you guys was like, "Look at this," and I was like,
If you out there listening believe that this email woke him up, send him another email, but send it at midnight to really see if he's asleep or if it's really off or a goof. It could have been real.
At midnight, I will be asleep. I am a very structured gentleman. When that clock hits 12, my head hits the pillow.
What do you do in different time zones? Is it always 12 in that time zone, or is it shift?
You guys are the only people I've ever visited in a different time zone. And I mean, you've seen, usually over there, once it hits double digits, a big old 10:01 p.m.
Is that true? What are you going to do in California at BlizzCon? What are you going to... You're going to fucking be so confused. Your body's going to explode, probably.
I'll die. I will just die there. I only need a one-way ticket to California because after 2 days, my body will be so confused and I'll be so full of Murloc water that I will die.
I was gonna say it won't even be like the booze that puts us to sleep early because there won't be any.
We're going to that seedy little liquor store and we're gonna buy their booze up and put it in our hotel and we're gonna fucking do like 8 shots in the morning before going to BlizzCon. We're gonna have to. Let's just put things in a water bottle while we're in line. Hey, wait. Blizzard, don't listen to this. I know we submitted to be content creator.
I'm just going to use my gamer pocket,
yes,
aka my rectum, to generally absorb some alcohol.
We will all, you know what we should do? We get a backpack, a butt-chugging backpack with 3 tubes going somewhere.
and then Ian has a coat that says butt chugging. What is that?
Just 4 tubes coming out of a backpack that we're all holding that just very clearly goes to the back of our pants. And security's like, what the actual fuck is this? And we're just like, it's just a backpack.
I need this. It's our medicine.
I wanted to meet Tracer. Anyways, this has been Silly Haha Goof 'em Ups. It's been 13 minutes at this point. I want to talk about the paltry amount of things that happened this week.
Hey, we had a lot of things going on. I mean, let's start off first with something that I already am fighting with, and that's the Kalimdor Cup. It's here. It's in town. It dropped on Tuesday.
They will never tell you where it is. I even checked the adventure guide. It's not in there. You don't even see the exclamation unless you go to the rostrum platform, which also, they didn't show me the logo for that either.
Huge mistake.
I've lived in Valdrakken for 8 months, and I had to Google where is the rostrum of whatever in Valdrakken.
Oh my god, you didn't know it was that. Wait, I mean, do you know where the rostrum is? Do you know what the rostrum is?
Well, that was going to be my first question. What the fuck is a rostrum? I mean, I might know what it is, but like, I explain it and then I'll let you know.
It's just the lady that changes your dragon.
Oh,
I only
okay.
know
Yeah, I mean,
its proper Christian name because I looked it up on my phone.
Yeah, I mean, I know where that is. It's like vaguely close to the center square, just up and like I believe it's directly above like the professions area, right?
Yes, that's the only reason I know where it is because the balcony overhangs where I do my leatherworking and my whatever my other shit that I do. What the fuck else do I do? Skin, Jesus Christ. So I updated the guild note today just to be like, hey everybody, the Kalimdor Cup is live. Just talk to Lord Andistraz. And then I tried to look for Lord Andistraz and I was like, where the fuck is this guy? And so then I find him at the rostrum. and I put it in the guild messages of the day. He's at the rostrum of transformation, and I'm reading it, and I'm like, do people know what that is? Like, is that clear? And I guess no. The answer is no.
Well, I mean, the thing is, like, I am not convinced, even though I've heard it, like, 20 times in this podcast alone, but those were the 21st times I've ever seen or read the name rostrum.
What does that mean?
Legitimately, I have no idea what it means. I'm going to Google it, but, like, legitimately just say, go to the dragon riding team auger.
Yeah, it must be like a pedestal.
A rostrum, a raised platform on which a person stands to make a public speech, receive an award or medal, play music, or conduct an orchestra.
Okay, my thing is, so, like, I get what they're going for. We're in Veldraken, we're in a fanciful city, right? That's not a rostrum. The platform is, like, barely, like, an inch off the ground, right? Like, isn't that elevated? Oh, unless the whole balcony is the rostrum, but it's not. I don't know.
Okay, well, hear me out. There is also a second definition within zoology in particular, and it is a beak-like projection, especially with a stiff snout or anterior prolongation of the head in an insect, crustacean, or what is a cetacean?
Huh. And interesting. I didn't know that. Also, it's zoology. As a former zoology major, I felt compelled to tell you that in a sassy voice.
Well,
Did
I was
really?
gonna
It's
say
zoology?
but like then I was like, I don't know. To me, it would have felt like I was like a white mother from the suburbs trying to like order at a Mexican restaurant. I don't know.
Yeah, I feel that. No, because Aaron, think about it. If it was zoology, it would be 3 O's, because ology is a suffix.
I see. I thought you were insisting that word ZOO was zo. I was like, if we're rolling by Detroit and you're like, I do love the water tower at the local zoo. It's like I'm going to make you leave.
Okay, sorry. Back to the fucking dragon riding emissary. I started this. And then I stopped, because why though? It's in Kalimdor. I hate Kalimdor with all of my passion. Getting around Kalimdor's ass. And fucking Lord Andistraz, who was already a bitch to find to begin with, he was like, okay, do my tutorial quest. And I was like, alright, what do you want me to do? I want you to go to the 1,000 Needles Vines. I want you to go to the Red Rocket Goblin Place. And I want you to go to Winter Wonderland. And I'm like, these are not, like, you gave me a name, and then you started to get, like, very abstract really quick.
Well, yeah, because I was just what I was noticing was that like, yeah, they give weird names to all of the ones as opposed to just being like, go to the winter spring race.
And so then I'm like, okay, let me think here. Kalimdor. I'm not from there. Let me take the Stormwind portal. Okay, I'm in Stormwind. And I'm like, which of these do I take? And I'm like, wait, I don't want the Mage Tower ones. I want to go to the fucking pool and go to the... it's so annoying.
That is very true. I just realized for non-mages, because Theramore doesn't exist for you guys, so the only way to go is to the Exodar or Darnassus that doesn't exist anymore.
Or Sands of Time, which exist at polar opposites of the fucking map. One's super south, one's super north, one's like vaguely like north in the middle, but it's pretty much north. So I fucking get to the fucking the Bronze Dragonflight place. Wow, what's it called? Fuck. Bronze Time something?
Like the Caverns of Time?
Caverns of Time. Yes.
Oh, I was like,
Bronze dragons live in they live in the Caverns of Time. Why so hard to remember for?
Well, it's confusing because like we are like the place that I've been at the most like in the last several weeks, and WoW is like the home of the Bronze Dragonflights and Dragonflight, where the Mega Dungeon is. So like I don't know.
So like I think about Draken anyway. So I get to the Caverns of Time and I'm like, okay, 1,000 Needles, here I come. And so because I'm not used to regular dragon ride, to not dragon riding, right? Like regular mount flying speed. So I was regular mount flying speed towards Dragon Isle, toward Thousand Isles. Oh my God, 1,000 Needles. I'm a mess. And as I'm flying towards 1,000 Needles, I look over at my second screen and I look back and I don't register that I'm not on a flight path. Because to me, flying at that speed is so slow now, right? So I'm assuming I'm on a flight path, and I just let my character auto fly through Kalimdor. And by the time I realized what had happened, I was in Feralis. Feralis. And I'm like, fuck this. I hate Kalimdor so much. I'm done. And I teleported to the Draken, and I did some leatherworking orders.
Yeah, I haven't dabbled in this yet. It'll probably be one of the things I do this week, though. At least trying to get these all the way. How long does the event go? We have like a few weeks, right?
Yes, you have 2 weeks. I believe we'll touch upon it later, but I believe it goes until the 31st, because then something else happens.
Okay, so crazy. And I like this direction. I mean, we can kind of talk about it now, but you've been doing the dragon racing. I saw you get those achievements today.
I have done the dragon racing. I have done all of them. Got all golds on the normal courses and all bronzes on the advanced and reverse courses. And they really make it hard. Like the Dragonflight advanced courses, I feel like if I really, pull up my bootstraps, really get my Dragussi out there, I can get silvers consistently and the occasional gold. These were like all bronze, and I was missing it by like 18 seconds. And I was like, what? I do not know how I could have done this faster.
Yeah, I've seen that a complaint from some people. I kind of just Googled Kalimdor Cup, and I figured people were going to be like kind of mad about it, and I was very much right. I found this comment about the Kalimdor Cup from Muritus. Some races on gold are impossible. He's a Night Elf Demon Hunter. This is so annoying. How the hell am I supposed to do Encourage Reverse? I was thinking Advance is bad because stuck in it for 20 minutes, but boy, this one is worse. Time is so strict. Almost impossible. I thought it was supposed to be fun, Blizzard. The first response is skill issue, if you're wondering.
I mean, it is. People are doing it. Brio showed up to raid on Wednesday, and he had the full regalia, the full set, which, having achieved all of the races, I was too poor to get everything. So I was like, damn, this guy did it. And then I mapped it out. If you had gotten gold on every single race, yeah, week 1, you have enough for the full regalia. So I'm like, I guess I just need to put my money where my mouth is and actually try and do these things. But also, I don't know if I care that much.
Wait, so that means he got gold on normal, advanced, and reverse, all of them?
Apparently so,
Oh,
because
wow.
having done gold on every normal one, bronze on every normal one, and a couple silvers along the way there, I had 91 funny dollars, and it takes 120 funny dollars to get the full transmog set. So my man did it somehow, or more, he's probably doing what I'm doing, which is you buy all the important stuff that you can't fake, and you just put on a brown belt and some brown gloves and hope no one notices.
Oh, hot tip from Wowhead. Apparently, I was reading it to see how much all the individual things cost. They say that you can obtain more by using more characters. So maybe that's what he did then.
Is it a count?
Okay, so I was gonna chime in with something similar, but not quite. Okay, so you cannot buy every item off the vendor with one character. It's impossible.
Yes, that is also very true, because not only was I too unskilled to get all the transmog, you get things like dragon aesthetics, and that's like 30, 40, 50 funny dollars.
Yeah. So they're both kind of making this they're like, guys, don't binge it, it'll be back, but when will it come back, right? No one knows. It's here for 3 weeks. It's kind of weird.
Also, can we take a moment to appreciate and thank the WoW devs, Ian Hazuko himself, for answering our personal requests for more currencies. This is just a cheers to Riders of Azeroth badges.
And don't worry, everyone. You may open up your Dragonflight list and think, how many of these do I have? My good friend Slidewhistle asked me in /G.
Is it really?
No, do not worry. It is in general. So no matter where we go in our adventures, the Riders of Azeroth will stay, allegedly.
I was worried you were going to say it was just in your bags and it wasn't in the current. I was like, no.
No, yeah, they physical currency. I love it. Oh, God. I'm still holding on to some of those little crumbly coins from the Shadowlands pre-event. Ugh.
Now, okay, so this is interesting. Because from what I remember, there was a humongous buzz when this was first announced. We're going to get flying in Kalimdor. We're getting dragon flying in Kalimdor. It's coming. It's coming. A lot of the comments that I'm seeing on Reddit, well, Reddit, weird, they didn't enable dragon riding in Kalimdor for it. Feels like shit to have to land after the race and then regularly fly. And I'm like, guys, this is what I said it was going to be.
I was gonna say, is this the moment? Is this our moment? Do we like pat ourselves on the back for being like?
No.
Ooh, for being haters.
No,
I mean, it's
we
obvious.
gave you
It's
guys
so
a ticket to
obvious,
the
though.
haters ball. Ooh.
I don't know. Like, well, you heard my experience. I kind of want dragon riding in Kalimdor. It's so slow.
No, I agree with you. That would be great and like cool and all that. But the thing is, they never said that was going to happen. They never said that it was going to be anywhere besides the Dragon Isles. They said that if they were going to bring dragon riding outside of the Dragon Isles, that would have to be a very deliberate and long discussion. And then they announced these cups. And then like with all of that, using context clues, I was like, oh, this means you're only going to be dragon riding in these races when it's available in Kalimdor. Like, how did not everyone come to that conclusion?
The big thing for me that feels really weird is there has been so much news of specific mounts are getting dragon riding animations. And I'm like, cool, that means you can use them. There's even, you can talk to either Lord Endistraz in Valdrakken or the little bronze whelp guy and be like, let me change what mount I use for my race. I'm like, that's cool. But then you go and it's just the 5 that we have access to. So I was like, oh, so where are all these mounts that we're supposed to be able to use now?
That is weird because, yeah, I used it and I was like, I guess I don't have any. But then I'm like, wait, don't I?
Like griffins are supposed to be able to, and I know everyone's got a griffin.
Was that 10-7? But I thought that the dragon we got from last month's Trader Post, the Netherwing Drake, wasn't that billed as
that guy's not even there.
Did we fuck up? Is that like not coming until later? Or like, do I have to be on it and show them I have it? Hey, look at me, I'm riding the dragon. Can I ride this thing yet? But this is also 100% giving us, they're testing out new shit. So their whole thing about micro holidays was they only wanted them to be for a short span, 24 hours, and because they were so short, they would have 0 rewards. That was their thinking with micro holidays. They said it time and time again. They hated tying rewards to it.
Well, speaking of micro holidays, did you guys get your free t-shirt?
I was about to say happy t-shirt day, it's over. And no, I read an article about it and I said, I think I picked up every t-shirt I can.
Yeah, I think I
have
have
them. And then
did
not check. I did not check and just will ride that until next year.
Shit, yeah, I guess we should have checked. Because I also assume, I'm like, yeah, I have them all. I spent hours picking up those t-shirts a couple years ago. But, oh man, they have been adding new shit to holidays. What if they gave us like a hot new DNR shirt?
They put our merch in there without asking us. Ian just loves us, and so he wants to. He was like, I was trying to help you guys out, but I guess you hate good promotion.
But it's okay. So the micro holiday thing, right? Now they're definitely testing out macro holidays. That's what I'm calling them. So macro holidays, like the Kalimdor Cup, lasts for 3 weeks, right? It ends, when is it, August 31st? Or is it 2 weeks?
It might just be 2 weeks. I just know that there is a different macro holiday event happening the 31st.
Yeah, and like this kind of lines up with their like turbulent time waste thing that they did in the past that they're going to be doing again in the next patch. So I don't know if like macro holiday is the right word, but like macro like events that are like span like a few weeks at least.
Macro holiday, the next macro holiday coming, was dropped like 40 minutes before we recorded. And there was a WoW post on the World of Warcraft website, not Wowhead, unravel the secrets of Azeroth. Rumors are everywhere you go, but behind every rumor are secrets to be found. Clues even, which lead throughout Azeroth's varied and variegated landscapes to ancient artifacts and hidden treasures. Beginning on August 31st, players will be tasked with putting on their thinking caps to uncover who is behind a recent string of artifact thefts through a variety of daily clues, with the last clue revealing itself on September 13th. Keep your eyes peeled for daily secrets and tantalizing new rumors, and even play a little Follow the Leader with some of your favorite community creators. Us, to discover some of the secrets Azeroth has to offer.
I'm just waiting for the email. I assume it's coming in at any moment. I've been putting my face in the screen, so assuming they've been modeling it all this time.
Well, you see, Aaron, we just cracked the first secret of the event, you know, in the pre-patch of this macro holiday. Were the secrets here, we, on August 31st, the three of us will log in with our own personal quest.
Guys, I was trying to save this for Gamescom Asia. You guys blew the lead.
that was going to be our big announcement at Gamescom Asia. But can you imagine the 99.5, and even that's probably generous, % of players log in, see the three of us, and go, what the fuck is this? Is this some Make-A-Wish kid again?
Ezra?
You see my dog?
Have you seen my prize from the DNR community Follow the Leader?
No way, that's the first mystery to unravel. Have you seen my dog? Kyle is going to have a secret note under his collar for the first time in years.
But so they showed us the rewards. And again, so with micro holidays, they specifically were like, no rewards. Now with these events, they're like, here's rewards. Because they know it gets people to do shit. They say, here's some of the items you can add to your collection. The Tricked Out Thinking Cap, which is a toy. It seems to be just like that. Honestly, it's peak Mechanobe headpiece. Here, this is what Satellite Lena would wear. It literally has all the cogs and whistles. It's got goggles. It's got a weird thing on top of their head.
Also, I want to appreciate that you said cogs and whistles.
Thanks. They have a Torch of Pyrith, which is a toy that replaces your main hand with a torch. Why is it a toy and not a transmog? I don't understand. The best one that I'm so excited for this. It's a Titan key. Imagine a kind of key that a Titan would use, right? It's just a big, beautiful, ornate key. On my mage, I have a Key to the City Mayor transmog that uses like a pretty ghetto key that's like from like BC. It's pretty ugly. This will fucking complete the transmog, and I'm so excited.
Oh, just in time for the Tafa buzz.
Ooh, yeah,
damn.
Buzz. Those are coming.
Damn, that's cool as a staff. I wish, though, just for my little nerdy self, that you could also flip it around and use it as like a two-hand weapon. And finally, Booty ATW could be the master of the Keyblade.
That's my biggest key complaint, is they always make it so the handle is right there. Like, why am I hitting him with the handle? But the greatest prize of all, and this would get everyone and their mom to play WoW.
Whoa.
That's right. There's 3 things included in this picture, Aaron. And I'll lay it out for the audience at home. A deer stalker hat. The kind of hat that your favorite detective, Sherlock Holmes, wears, which is a head transmog, not a toy like the other ones were. A Patty the alpaca mount. Also, she's wearing a deer stalker hat. And then finally, in the picture is Tobias, who's a little dog pet, also with the deer stalker hat. They're all wearing it.
These are the coolest motherfuckers I've ever seen.
WoW needs to do more stupid shit like this. I love this.
This is exactly this is great. This is fantastic. They've taken Marco Holidays and they've blown them up. They made them better. Also, if you're worried about the timing and the daily clues, like having login each day, they even clarify that. While the last clue will make its way into Azeroth on September 13th, you won't be left out if you don't get to play along each day. Every clue and reward will remain available to be found long after the dust settles. This event isn't planned as a regularly occurring holiday. However, we've heard a rumor that there could be more secrets in Azeroth's future. Happy hunting, everyone. Oh, shit.
So, okay, to keep with the theme of our favorite topic, do you think this event, these prizes, like these toys and Mog and Mount and whatnot, will just be given to us, like, as a reward of a set amount of quest or clue or whatever along the 2 weeks or whatever it is? Or do you think these dailies, or we can do them after daily, you know what I mean, will reward us a brand new currency?
Ooh, question coins. And coins is spelled with a Q.
I think you're probably right. In my head, I was like, each clue would be one of these fun prizes. That's probably currency to buy the prizes. Oh, man.
I don't know. Because I looked at the achievements, which, by the way, these have been in since 10.1.5, despite the fact that they never talked about what this event was going to be. And you get things for pretty mundane things. Like, it's like, find the first clue, you get a title. Find the second clue, you get a pet, which might have been my good friend Tobias. So I don't know. As much as I do love a good currency randomly rattling around in my astral space, we might just be getting these for participating.
Oh, and for the record, the title is Blank the Inquisitive. That's pretty cool.
Ooh. I appreciate that they have now both Blank the Inquisitor and Blank the Inquisitive.
Wait, so I opened so what I first was reading was the WoW post about it, right? Now I'm reading the Wowhead post about it, and they're like, despite all the characters making appearances that we know, Harrison Jones has yet to be featured in Dragonflight. He may be here because there's an adventuring hat, similar to what Harrison Jones wears. Don't we already have that hat, basically, with the
yeah, which makes me worried. Are these schlubs who didn't get their wife to join and play with them, are they going to get my hat?
Your wife. But no, looking at this hat, it seems to be a pretty basic version of what we have. So it's not anywhere near as cool. I can send you some pictures to assuage your mind.
Thank goodness. There's nothing that puts me at ease more than knowing people who are just good-natured trying to have fun get worse things than me, a guy who paid for someone else to play the game. Why he's so small? Why he's so small?
It's so
It's
little.
such a small image. Hey, Growl, cover while I look at this tiny hat. Greetings and salutations, everyone. Growlina here. Normally I'd come to you with an interview that I did on the streets, but guess what? I wasn't on them. This week all I did was my daily Ian's Fringes, the occasional Time Rift, and of course, flew all around Kalimdor, not really talking to anyone other than my dragon companion. But he can't talk back, so the interview wouldn't have been interesting. Anyways, instead of a nice interview, here's a selection from Andrew Allen's Pig and Whistle jazz cover. That's Andrew Allen at Andrew Allen Music on YouTube. Go check him out. Oh! Hang on to your hats, everyone, because here comes a lightning DNR raid discussion.
Black Temple.
Yeah, so Aaron, a little birdie told us that the guild, because we're in our weird, everyone has AOTC, we've done our achievements, and I think we're just soft taking it easy until the next raid, so we're doing achievement shits, and it was time walking for Black Temple, right?
Yes, it was, and don't you get ready. Are you sitting down? No need. Start getting your shoes on, because the guild did Black Temple Time walking version is normal.
Okay,
So
but like, was fast? Was it fast? It was fast, right?
it was incredibly fast, even with only like 15 people and most people are on like alts you've never seen. It's normal raid. So they like WoW hadn't invented mechanics yet, just the game sucked. So that's what made raids difficult in TBC. So we just punched guys the whole time until we got to Illidan, which his only thing is like when he throws everyone knows this. When you throw the glaives down, he makes 2 fighting ghosts, split them up, kill them, and then you're done. It was
Okay.
There was nothing to talk about. The talk of the town was just people who have been there forever being like,
my God.
I
That's why I didn't
remember
go.
fighting.
That's why I didn't go, honestly, if I'm being honest.
It's just Lynn and Cass and some old people taking their flaccid peepees out and being like, I remember the first time we fought Ralzabarb. Shadow of Bimbalam. That's crazy. The only interesting thing is that when we went to the hussy room, the room near the end that features all the blood elf pimps and hoes, Kojaks goes, I'm surprised we can still have this one in there. And it was nothing. No one said anything, and I just said, it's still here.
It's really, I love the idea that like the pleasure palace is so integral to my daily while playing. I can't believe we can keep it. Like, if it was gone, would anybody really, who would even really care? You know what I mean?
It's boring. It's very boring.
It's like 1,000 hoes.
I did appreciate that I could just mash 3 on my keyboard, which is my whirlwind key, because I was playing on Booty ATW, and just mow through it. But it's like, I mean, the Pleasure Palace has been in the game for like 20 years. Who cares if it's gone?
Well,
Nothing's
like,
a
Illidan would
thrill.
probably care, right?
I'm trying to think. Why is... And then people will be like, it was in the books. It's been in the lore for 13 years. The Pleasure Palace was what? For like the 4 Blood Elf guys, they're at the end of that slog? Because Illidan, I'm pretty sure he's a mad incel. He like cut his pee-pee off when the demons ate his heart. He's not having sex with these men and women.
What do you think that?
Who are they for?
Demon people have sex all the time. They're probably, it's for all the fucking.
I don't know. When I log on to r/MGTOW, there's
What is
not a lot of
that?
eyeballs.
What the fuck is what's that? This is like a bad word.
Men going their own way.
I don't even know. Why are you on there?
It's I can assure you I am not, but I know of r/MGTOW and Brain Cell and all these things.
I've never heard of any of these. Briefly enlighten me.
Men going their own way is just angry. It's essentially incels before incels. It's the incel community with all their rage, but like sometimes they accidentally have sex.
Sorry, how do I spell this?
MGTOW, MGTOW,
Okay.
men going their own way.
Seems like a really funny thing to laugh at later.
Yeah, it's a thing to laugh at because they're all fucking idiots. If
Do
you
they know
subscribe
that
to
the name
MGTOW,
is like really gay sounding?
fucking MGTOW sounds a little fruity, and all of a sudden the entire population collapses.
Well, I'm glad that this isn't like normally like I hear about like stupid shit like this, and I feel like because I don't know. Oh my god, their sign. Their sign is so funny. They have a logo that just like when you're driving on a road and like the road goes off a different direction.
Yeah.
That's theirs. Oh, I love it.
I'm pissed that I knew the literal meme image that you were referring there.
What the fuck? Anyway, if you are a part of this, get the fuck out of here. Take a hike. Keep walking. If you don't think Trump's indictments did anything or are false, get out of here. Get out of here.
Wait, Slidewhistle,
I mean, that's
which
also
one?
valid.
Which indictment?
Oh my
He's
god.
up to 4 of them now.
Okay, the Georgia one, she's literally prosecuting him on mob rules. That's how they prosecute the mafia.
She's catching him on Rico. She's catching him
Rico,
on Rico shit.
Like it is though. He fits the statute for Rico. It's a mob boss telling you, it's so ridiculous, and he's gonna get away with it. Whatever. Unlike Black Temple.
Yeah, and the worst part was, and I guess I don't remember how loot works. It was personal loot, but I didn't get fucking nothing. I got a ring, which was okay. It was pretty good because I don't have a lot of stuff on Booty ATW, and then I got 2 one-handed weapons, which that's neat. But hey, guess what? I swear Fury used to be like whatever you want to do. No, if you don't have two-handers, go die. Go do a Georgia flip.
Wait, really?
Yeah, I got two-handers that were 424. I compared them to my blue level spear that is 398. And it was like, if you take the spear, you will get 100 stamina. You will get 900 strength. And I was like, what? I swear they used to let you use either or, but it's like, no. Your stats will go in the dumpster if you do not have a two-handed.
Oof. Wait, is it because of how you're spacked, maybe?
I don't know. Maybe. I don't remember there being a lot of fury this is for the one-handers. This is for the girls. But maybe I'll have to look again.
Titan's Grip.
Titan's Grip is a passive. I'm pretty sure they always have it. I don't know. Some warrior will get upset at me, I'm sure. I picked Fury and I put her on it decades ago, and I haven't really looked at my skills since then. But anyways, it was a nice quick time, and we cleared it in 1 hour. Cubby Bub said, "What are you going to do now? Are you on break?" I said, "Bitch, I'm done." And I went to bed.
I'm sleeping, and that's the perfect time, warriors. That's when you email Aaron and you let him know how to get the right weapons when he's asleep. Do it at 12:30 after the first wave of emails come through to wake him up a second time when his notifications are on still.
I will download I will print off all of your mean emails and use it as toilet paper and give myself a paper cut on my bum hole.
Ow.
And then I'll say blood sport, which I believe is the name of a skill that Fury can do. Bloodstorm, rampage.
And this note, I will probably, for the at least 20th time on this podcast, advise people to start using bidets.
Bidet it up, homies.
Fucking Ellie Shaman over here talking about, just throw some water on it. He doesn't understand us, right, warriors? Right?
Guys, we are in the home stretch of our homecoming.
Ooh.
Return to Scarlet Monastery of Old. Hints found in patch 10.17 PTR.
Ooh, will there be a homecoming parade? Will there be a homecoming court? Are you guys going to vote for me?
No, I was going to say what they're going to announce to us after we're done with all of the clues. The last clue will be you three, you are the homecoming court. So there you go. Another spoiler.
Yes.
You all can vote for whoever you want to. It's already been decided. Ian said it's me because I've been having a rough year.
I'm going to be so mad if they let some other community creator who we don't like lead the charge. Because, Wowhead is speculating that this is either A, tied to the dungeon, probably is, or B, could be a part of the Secrets of Azeroth event later, or this time. So, how mad would you be if, Smell You Are was the community leader? Come on, guys, let's go to the Scarlet Monastery and piss on everything in there.
Realistically, though, it just means that this is probably going to be in the next Mythic Plus season, right?
Well, the things that they data mined are kind of hints. They're not even so here. They found the Scarlet Key. Retrace the steps of those who came before.
Ooh.
New Scarlet Monastery of Old grants access to Scarlet Monastery of Old for all characters on your account. And there are a couple other spells that could be related, which are Trigger Despawn, Cultist, and Self. Susanna confronts Cultist. So maybe as you're doing this little mini or mega quests, it takes you through the Scarlet Monastery. So I don't know.
Now, I need to get down to brass tacks here. We're going back to the Scarlet Halls, correct? That is our namesake? Because Scarlet Monastery, that's the other one. That's the one with the Arnold Schwarzenegger man.
I think that's the one that has... I used to have... Oh, no, wait. It has the skeleton man in the beginning, right? Or no? Isn't that the one with they used to have blood... It says, Blood Mage Stalnos used to be there.
For the record, Commander Linden is in Scarlet Halls.
So, I'm so sorry. Scarlet Halls, we're going to be going to that one, correct? Or is this a monastery
Scarlet
reference?
Halls was the dungeon, I believe. This is monastery. They're both our houses. We live in both of them. Our flags are on all of them. Our flags are on all of them.
Boo, you got me. I was over here. I didn't keep up with the trades. I wanted to be I don't even want to be on homecoming court anymore.
Too
You guys
late.
can-
It's too
you guys
late.
can
You're on
use
it.
You guys can use my garage to make the float, but I'm staying inside. My dad said I didn't have to contribute if I didn't want to.
Dude, you have to go to homecoming with. Okay, help me out here. They were a guildie. They were another Worgen. Their name started with a V. They were obsessed
Vixetta.
with you. Vixetta. Where's Vixetta these days?
I believe he is living his best life playing Marvel Snapped. I believe the last time I saw any sort of inkling of him was Marvel Snapped.
Well, you're gonna see him again at the Scarlet Monastery homecoming court.
He's coming back. He's gonna be. Oh God, it's gonna be like when you're like a freshman and the person comes back and it's like, oh my God, it's been so long since I've been to homecoming. It feels like it was just yesterday. And it's like, dude, this is fall of the year after you left high school. You were just here. Anyways, I don't give a hoot. I was about to say, what's the over-under of Commander Linden even being in the thing, considering he's an elite and not a boss. But we're not going back there. We're going to the monastery. I'll collect my 2 blades and give them to the statue halfway through the dungeon. Blur.
Oh my god, dude. Okay, that's my biggest Scarlet Monastery gripe. Is that, can we get like a bigger quest indicator for items? Like, give us like a Kil'jaeden style beam shooting out of the circle you have to soak. Something. I will always miss those fucking swords in the water.
I feel like, okay, are they 2 different dungeons? Like,
They are, in
Okay.
fact, 2 different dungeons. Scarlet Halls features Houndmaster Braun, someone else, and then the 2 people. I don't think it's Sally Whitemane, but it's like a priest and
so
warrior.
the monastery is the one that has like,
I'm sorry.
Whitemane?
Monastery ends with those guys. Scarlet Halls ends with like Dave the Book Burner, who's like, I fucking hate books.
What doesn't help either is that I think both Scarlet Halls and Scarlet Monastery got Mist of Pandaria reboots. They both did. So because when we played it in WoD and we did our dungeons, we would run both frequently, but only one had Linden. So there's a lot of confusion, I think, back and forth with their brains. Fuck Kung Fu Panda. I am an average WoW player in 2010, 11, 12.
I guess that's This
14?
is coffee time chat. The smooth jazz is playing in the background here. I don't really have a bumper to get us in, but I've seen a lot of people talk about the fact that, and maybe it's just like WoW expansion from the past was better than one I am in now. But I've seen a lot of people being like, why can't we just get back to Mist of Pandaria? That's when they truly got shit. And then I think about Lynn, who saw panda bears and said, I think I'm done for 3 years.
Isn't that crazy? Okay, I don't know. Like, we've been playing WoW for about that time. Maybe actually a little less. And then we saw Volpera. So it was like the same time.
Hey, don't
And
say
didn't
we.
leave.
I was about to say, I'm okay with them. I don't
didn't
play
leave?
one, but I'm okay with them.
So, like, I don't know. Like, people legitimately were like, Kung Fu Panda, WoW copy that. Like, even if they did, Kung Fu Panda's a pretty good movie. Like,
I don't know if the audience is ready to hear this, but I think there was a lot of xenophobia also because like Kung Fu and like martial arts came in and people were like, excuse me, this is my game about white men
honestly?
swinging swords in heavy armor, just like the beautiful white men of old.
it's also weird because like, on the other hand, like, that whole era was like, and earlier, were just like weirdly like, is this cultural appropriation? I'm talking like, do you remember like the distinct era? I'm talking about like the Spider-Man movies when we were kids, like that era where like, where like women would just like wear kimonos and like just as like a style.
Damn, you're coming after my girl Mary J for the parade scene.
Yeah, I am.
But also yes, I do remember that.
people are haters.
I don't know. It's just weird. It is so, because that one, there are like mechanics behind other expansions where I can see people being like, I don't like this one because of this. But like, it's weird to see people pine for the days of Mist of Pandaria when I knew so people, they're like, I don't want a Chinese expansion. I don't want bears. Like, it was so intrinsically tied to, like, I hate the aesthetics and I hate everything here.
Whereas, like, I love the aesthetics of Pandaria. It's, like, probably still holds up as one of the prettier regions.
I think part of the reason, too, and when you hear WoW players say, I wish we can go back to MoP, I think those are probably just legitimately the players that enjoyed playing during MoP because everybody else stopped playing and didn't come back.
It's like the age-old tweet, like, X is a lot better when you don't have a Y fan whispering in your ear. It's like all of these Eurocentric haters had left for MoP, and so it was just like, wow, we just got a little bit of time where we could have fun in peace, in quiet.
In tranquility.
Ooh.
So like, this whole thing also reminds me too, because like this is a maybe a little bit of a weird talking point, but like,
hey, the jazz is playing, anything goes.
So like, MoP had its hardcore fans. Like, I think Aaron's onto something here. Like, the people who stayed during MoP say that it's their favorite like one of their favorite expansions. A lot of people left during it. So then WoD was after that, right? And then WoD at launch was really, really hyped, right?
Yeah.
So I'm thinking there's a comparison out there between like those two and then BFA and Shadowlands, because Shadowlands had a lot of hype coming back in because people were not happy with BFA. But I think, honestly, in a few expansions, people will start looking back favorably on BFA, especially people like us that played during BFA.
I've already seen some stuff where people are like, I don't like the corruption system, or I didn't like I can't even remember what it's called, but like where you put special abilities on your specific clothing. They're like, I hate those still, but like the aesthetics, the storyline, I loved. And I was like, the storyline that 1 year ago, you're like, faction wars are so passe, so boring.
I mean, and it's weird because, like, by that point, there wasn't even that many full-blown faction wars, right?
I think we did it, twice? Like Wrath of the Lich King, yeah, there was a whole boss fight where we kicked the Horde's shit in. And then I think that was, I guess MoP, there was a little bit, but just a little bit. It was like one zone we were beefing.
Like the starting area.
Yeah, and then we left each other alone after it was revealed that like hatred and your proxy war meant that we summoned a big fighting ghost.
Also, effectively, the Alliance were the good guys because, like, you know, the Horde leader was the main antagonist.
But yeah, the faction imbalance actually being in the lore only happened like 2 to 3 times before everyone, and Mr. Hazako included, were like, we're tired of it. It's done.
Bum bada bum 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 bum. Now it's time for our top 2 bottom boot medium moot. Immune, kick us off, why don't ya?
Well, you know, I will kick us off right here with my own top 2. You know, the aforementioned, and like, I do really like if they continue this precedence of doing like several week-long events. I think that's really cool. And the fact that just earlier today they dropped on us this weird like clue shit and like clued me in on that, like I'll personally be involved in it. I'm just really excited for this. I hope that they keep doing this type of thing. So that gets a toot from me.
Yeah, it's fantastic. I think it's a great way to get people involved, and they can appeal to all kinds of different player bases and their play style. This one, honestly, homies, not for me. But I know for a lot of you folks out there who love Dragon Racing, which seems to be pretty much everybody but me, I'm happy for you. I'm glad that it's a thing that you guys can do and get your little goggles.
Yo, Immune, pass it off when you're done to me.
I will. I just wanted to say that, like, I will be doing the Dragon Racing because I do want the T-Mog, although I will say Blizzard did a really bad job of selling the Mog looking good by putting it on a fucking troll.
It's rough. It's, you know what, and it feels like it's almost like they got the wrong things in the mail, because I'm pretty sure when you go to the trading post this month and you look at the blood troll transmogrification item, it's on like a white lady. And it's like, was this guy supposed to get it? This troll man that's in Valdrakken?
Yeah, maybe they were both told to go to the wrong place on accident, but, Aaron, what do you got for TTBBMM?
Well, I was going to say that I have a top 2.
Toot.
And it is that the Kalimdor Cup, I think is pretty cool. I like it, if only because it really does give like a general excitement or like a hype up to these old ass zones. Some are better than others. I can say the one in Ongoro is just like go in a big circle. You're not going to see much other than the cliff wall.
I was gonna say, circle the crater.
Yeah, that's all it was. But you were like going through zones, and I don't know if it's just because I am an alliance man versus a horde man, which is most of what's over there. But it takes you through a lot of windy paths and set pieces that I was like, wow, I don't know this thing or don't remember this thing. It would be super cool to come back here and quest. It's almost like it's doing lip service. It's doing hype up for like Kata quests. Like it's like, hey, Kata had a lot of stuff you probably didn't do. Come back over here and do it, okay?
Yeah, it is that, because, like, again, people have always been asking to revitalize the old world, bring new things to it. This is a fantastic start. Can we just please... I know y'all bitches, Ian, and everybody else, is always thinking horde-centric. Can we get some fucking portals for the Alliance and take us there? Having to go through 3 different portals to get there is ridiculous. No one likes Kalimdor. Help us out a little bit.
It's weird that they don't, so you can talk to the little whelp to get directions to each one. It's weird that he's not like, oh, I'll just bend time real quick to get you there.
You know, I'm just gonna run around and harass mages until they can teleport me to Theramore, I guess.
Which is not even near, like, hardly any of them. Like, really the best thing is to sit down with a pen and a paper, find out where each one is, and just be like, I'll do this one, and then this one, and then this one. Because they're all spaced out enough where, like, if you just go sequentially, it's not terrible. But, no, when your penultimate one is in Wintergrasp, and then you're like, what's next? Oh, the Temple of Ankaraj one? Fuck me. That's forever away. But I don't know.
Yeah, like, why?
There's nothing to be gained by getting on your slow standard flying mount and flying to each one. So when we do this again on the better island, Eastern Kingdoms, just let the dragons teleport you to and fro. Like, you're not missing out on anything.
That's my plan. I do want this set. So, like, I feel like I have to do this. Dragon riding and Kalimdor, you're killing me. And then knowing that everyone in guild chat's gonna be like, he only got silver and didn't get gold. They're gonna see me in there for an hour being like, why can't I do this?
That's why you gotta do it very subtly at 6 p.m.
Is that what you were doing?
Specifically today. Like, no one was playing at 6 p.m., so I could sneak in the fact that I only got advanced in reverse course bronze. Will I be going back for silver? No. Booty ATW is going to be showing up and doing the normal courses for me. Anywho, that's the end of my little spiel. Slidewhistle, close us out, BB.
I got me a top 2.
Triple two. I didn't expect that.
Triple 2. Oh my goodness. The bars.
Thank you.
Yeah, take a breath. So my top 2 in 10-1. Sorry, I burped. In 10-1-7, WoW has answered our prayers. They're going to give you more control over the calendar system and letting you restrict calendar invites.
Oh my god, this is something that has been silently annoying me for a very long time, and if it's been silently annoying me, it's probably been silently and, like, loudly annoying other people for a long time. So, like, do you guys also get, like, 6 to 7 spam calendar invites, like, per week?
You get 6 to 7?
I must get these, but I never see them until I open my calendar, and it's like, are you coming to trivia night? Gorbaldon invited you 3 weeks ago, and I was like, what?
Most of them are just like, we're selling a carry run, or something like that. It's like so many of them.
Yeah, it's always like, oh, we'll get you ALTC. I'm like, I already have it. Why am I on this list for? So it blows up my calendar. It's super annoying to have to fucking see the exclamation mark and the shiny glowing thing I have to click off. They're adding a setting in social settings under block guild invites is restrict calendar invites, which means only friends or guildies can send you calendar invites. Why would you even want, and what reason would they even have randos give you calendar invites? Now, wait a minute. Oh my God, guys. When we were doing the Best Bakers Award, we should have sent people calendar invites. Imagine getting a calendar invite for, like, meet me in the fucking Deep Wind tram and see us here. I would have to go to that. Sorry, the Deep Run tram. I said Deep Wind.
I mean, didn't we send random people mail? So, like, we kind of did that. I mean, if we would have known that we could mass spam calendar invites, maybe we would have.
Yeah, no, I would 100% would have. Just like how they added the ability to report people in the crafting menus for inappropriate messaging. Because I would send people like, "Hey, listen to the Do Not Relent podcast," knowing full well they do nothing about it other than just be like, "Huh. Now that I know they can report, I ain't sending that shit no more. I ain't getting banned for that."
And speaking of getting banned, Ollie's bookstore should be banned for making World of Warcraft Folk and Fairy Tales of Azeroth $7.
$7.
Yeah, that was in general chat. Our good friend InSync posted that, and I was like, that actually makes me really sad. Not saying, like, everyone's got to read it. It's worth more than $7, but like, aw, beans. Speaking of InSync, the fourth name that I will say in this list. This list being our $5 a month patrons. They are Command Sergeant Major Tjurla, fourth host of the Podcaster Monkey, Ahoy Vince, NSYNC/Drag Race. See, I said it. Azarin, Digital Dave. Mitch wants to remind everyone that Rathion isn't daddy, he's a literal child. Crucifix, Saracen Hawk, Jerome, Seisha Sunsoup, Big Fat Ugly Bug-Faced Baby Eating Adorno says, R. Raxity, the Rubik's Master, Gershom, Mewit's other drinking buddy, WTF, Mewit? Wooly, Big Bear 13, Adam, Ickis, Vanderlyle, D. Gibson, Slidewhistle says...
Fuck Craig.
And Will, a.k.a. Tyre, Trade Chat's fallen father.
Shout out to all the homies and biddies out there. I see you listening and smiling right now. Look at you and that pretty little lips curling up. Oh, put that tooth away. Okay, if you guys have any comments, questions, concerns, send on over to do not relent pod@gmail.com. or email me personally at navarracoffin@gmail.com. Well, I will make all of your wildest wishes come true. Also, Immune didn't know what Akinator was until recently. What about you guys? Where can we find you on the internet?
Didn't know what was?
Akinator.
Akinator, the genie where you feed it questions and it will tell you very minute YouTube celebrities.
Yeah, no, I did not know what that is. I still don't know what that is. Anyways, I am Alex, or Immunization. You can find me on Twitter at NewEraAlex. You can follow our podcast Instagram account on the gram at Do Not Relent. You can join our podcast Discord by going to DoNotRelent.com. And you can find our podcast Patreon by going to patreon.com/DoNotRelent.
If you want to hear us do a live on the air Akinator 20 questions, subscribe to our Patreon account.
Oh boy. One time when I played Akinator, I got it to do a very specific homeless man in the Imperial City in Oblivion. And I was like, wow, he knows everything. Speaking of knowing everything, you can get all of your questions answered on X by visiting me at The Big Cheesy. Read the show's literary musings at donotrelent.livejournal.com. And of course, watch me play videograms at twitch.tv/AaronDNR. I'm thinking of playing some Baldur's Gate on there. And I'll make sure to get extra super scared by the nudity to get clicks. No way! I clicked on a button and it did the thing? Oh! You can't see, but there's a red circle around my face.
Oh, I see it. I have disadvantage against it.
Critical failure.
Alright, sayonara. We wish you the best of luck. Please don't leave us. Please don't go anywhere. Stay.
Please,
Oh
come
God,
on.
where are you
Leave
going?
us,
Where are you
please.
going?
I will have nothing without you.
Deuces.
Another down. Do not relent.
Do Not Relent is a podcast within the 3HNC network, representing U.S. Proudmoore's premier podcasts.
That was a very good wish.
I can't tell if he died or he came.
Yes.